Welcome to Los Santos. If it feels like you've been here before, well, you probably have, and maybe huffing all that gas has just made you forget.
Oh man, it's cheap, but it's good.
But in this sprawling metropolis has a way of feeling oddly familiar. Here everyday life is a blend of the mundane and the bizarre. People drive the highways to work or escape for a getaway from the city life, while others bask in the radiant hazy sunshine, snapping selfies of their steroid-pumped bodies. From soaking up the sand to indulging in the full spectrum of the human experience, Los Santos has it all. Just remember, if it feels like deja vu, it may just be all the smog messing with your memory. Vinewood is your typical tinsel town nestled in the affluent hills, brimming with fake boob jobs, implants and massive egos. It's a playground for rich kids living with their movie star parents, steeped in a peculiar blend of glamour and self-loathing. And venturing further down to the less wealthy areas and you'll find gang members chilling with their homies, but nothing is quite what it seems in Los Santos. Beneath the glamour, glitz and crime lies a tapestry of profound mystery that may be solved or maybe not. In the shadows of Los Santos, supernatural ghosts lurk eager to reach out, revealing their chilling tales of their demise. Legends of Bigfoot add to the city's mystique, with many believing the creature roams the outskirts, unless of course it's just someone in a costume. Today's investigation is one you probably wondered about yourself. After a quick search on YouTube, I found there's not much on the subject. We're talking about commercial airliners. Yes, hold on. I'm not here to pitch you a deal for 30% off your next flight to Vice City. This one is quite a profound and very strange one, so buckle up because we're about to take off into some truly weird territory. Okay, so now you're wondering what exactly is this mystery? Well, as some of you may recall, if you've saved the game as Michael and boot up the game, sometimes you'll hear random explosions in the distance. Now usually upon investigation you don't usually find out what it is, but sometimes on the off chance you actually see it's a passenger plane. I myself and a few others have reported such events in Los Santos. Now the notion why this is meant to happen is because plane pilots despawn over Michael's house, causing the plane to crash. But why is this? There's a few theories we're gonna put together, but could it be a typical glitch in the Matrix?
And take a look at that.
Well, what quizzed my inquisitive mind was whilst I was doing some ocean exploration in the Pacific, is that in a certain location in San Andreas, there are airliners that are broken to pieces at the bottom of the seabed. And upon first investigation, no remains or bones were found. But do bear in mind that could be because of the marine life. But what is really bizarre about all of this is the fact there's actually even airliners crashed in all these locations, because the chances of them actually crashing in the real world are so slim. Which leads me to my first theory. As we gaze upon the stars and the never-ending cosmos, we ever wonder if there's life beyond Earth. While we may sleep soundly at night, what is exactly lurking above our skies? Yes, you guessed it, aliens. Rockstar Games have dropped hints about extraterrestrials in many of their titles. Could it be possible that UFOs are interfering with passenger planes, causing them to crash? It's worth pointing out too that just not far from the first location of the plane crash is a UFO. Who knows how long it's been there for and how it even crashed? Was it accidental or maybe human intervention? Since Fort Sankudu is actually not far from the crash site. There are quite a few UFOs in Los Santos, each with its own bizarre characteristics. One of the most intriguing is the underwater UFO, which bears a striking resemblance to the FIB's UFO located in Sandy Shores near the hippie camp. This similarity raises an interesting possibility. Could some of the UFOs we see be reverse engineered by humans, hence the FIB logos, whilst the other one in the water might be an authentic extraterrestrial craft, potentially behind these airplane crashes? There's even another UFO above the secret military base at Fort Sankudu, which definitely points towards it being a human-made craft, utilising technology that appears very extraterrestrial. You can clearly see English writing on its chassis, saying segregate and rearrange, which has been decoded as an Easter egg. Its design is very similar to the Northrop B-2 Spirit stealth bomber, further hinting at advanced human engineering, and it raises a compelling question: are aliens causing airliners to crash, or is it the FIB and military? Is it entirely possible that the airliner passengers and pilots have unknowingly witnessed these secret projects during their journeys, and to keep these projects under wraps, the FIB and military might be responsible for silencing these witnesses and causing the airliners to crash? The implication is that the crashes are not more than mere accidents, but part of a larger cover-up orchestrated by the FIB and military to maintain their secrecy over their advanced projects. I know it's not exactly a lot of evidence to go on, but this phenomena has been happening for years and still continues, even with re-releases of GTA 5. Random explosion and airliners keep crashing to the ground, and they still persist. Despite air travel being statistically one of the safest modes of transportation, according to the Aviation of Safety Network, the odds of dying in a plane crash are approximately 1 in 11 million, with ocean crashes representing a small subset of all aviation accidents. There have been several strange events in the world related to this topic, such as the disappearance of the Malaysian Airlines flight MH370 back in 2014, which vanished en route from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing. While the exact cause of the disappearance remains unknown, various theories have been proposed, including the possibility of encountering unexplained phenomena. Some fringe theories suggest that the involvement of extraterrestrial forces, although no concrete evidence supports this claim. Despite extensive search efforts, the main wreckage has never been found, and the disappearance remains one of the greatest mysteries in aviation history. Upon further investigation, while the UFO theory sounds interesting, it is very unlikely to be the reason why airliners have been crashing. In fact, the answer lies within Los Santos International Airport and the corruption among those who own these airliners. This airport and perhaps others hold significant evidence that could explain the random explosions that we hear in the sky. There are several airliners operating in and out of Los Santos Airport, but the ones in question are Fly US and, ironically, Adios Airlines, which seems to be the planes most often noted in these crashes. The corruption within these airlines and the airport itself provides a more plausible explanation for the mysterious airliner crashes than extraterrestrial interference, as I will showcase in this investigation much further. If we head to the Grand Sonora Desert, there is an airplane graveyard, and what do you know? There is a Fly US plane, just like the broken one in the Pacific Ocean near Paleto Bay. This further points to a common occurrence behind all of these crashes, which could be corrupt executives in the airline companies who do not value the safety of their customers and fail to invest in reasonable funding to ensure these planes fly safely. The components are often faulty, and the engineers neglect to check if the planes are fit for public use. This corruption and negligence at Fly US explain all these frequent crashes far better than any sensational theory about UFOs or extraterrestrial interference, or even just as a simple glitch, considering that Rockstar could have patched this. It's stated in GTA's law that Fly US was founded in 1983 and the same era planes were still in service. The flight attendants are often described as old, cranky and miserable, with the air service implied to be poor and uncomfortable. This is exemplified by a radio commercial that bluntly states, "Sit back, relax and shut up." This portrayal could be seen as a stereotype of the behaviour and attitude of American flight companies and their staff in the real world. Since GTA is known to talk about things regarding meta topics that coexist with the real world events in a sarcastic satire manner.
At Fly US, your business is important to us. That's why we treat you like shit. We know you have a choice when choosing an airline: awful, dreadful, or terrible. And we promise you, we're striving to be awful. Fly US. Sit back, relax, and shut up.
So just as a casual warning, maybe avoid taking flights from now on, and maybe stick to boats for now, just like Nico.
Oh yeah! There she is! Liberty City!
Otherwise, well, I guess you get the picture. So next time you hear an explosion, just remember it's your wonderful commercial airline services terrorizing your neighborhood. I guess we can all have a good night's sleep knowing a plane just might hit our building. And if not, chances are Trevor's firing rockets at your house. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you later.
Stop firing rockets at my